Taking your exam, you will need to show work for some of the problems. And this will require you to obviously solve the problem, enter the numerical solution within the box provided, just like you would for a homework question. And but before moving forward, though, you'll need to click on the show work link here at the bottom. Again, this won't be for all questions, but for roughly half the questions. Click on this to open up the show work box, and you'll have a few different options for showing how you solved that particular problem. So if it's an Excel based problem, a time value money problem where we are emphasizing using Excel, whether it be a present value function, future value, net present value, internal rate of return, etc. Here is where you will input an image via this insert image link. And here is an example. So what I've done is solve a present value of an annuity question right here in cell A1 by having the cell active, of course, shows the formula that I used and the function in the formula bar. I just took a small screenshot on my computer of the Excel file and then just posted it in here through this insert image link. And you can actually insert multiple images as well. So I could click on insert image again and locate another image that I'd like to add to the show work box. I can select them or move them around with this select tool here. So I can select an image, move it around, organize them if that particular problem has multiple questions. If I need to delete a move that I just did, for example, if I added a file, maybe I added the wrong image, I can click the back button here to undo that particular move. I can also use the trash link here to erase the entire board and start fresh. So maybe for this particular problem, I can utilize a text tool such as this here, or I could free hand basically write in a solution. So for example, if I have a problem that's not a time value money based problem, but maybe it is requiring me to create and solve a weighted average of maybe a portfolio or some sort of return, I could write it out here. So for example, if let's say that one particular stock has a 3% return, and that particular stock makes up 30% of my portfolio. You can just simply write out the formula. I know that can get a little bit messy, but again, the point here is just to show your work. So we're just trying to demonstrate how we solve the problem. So maybe another stock earned 5%, and that particular stock made up 40% of my portfolio. And then finally, maybe there was a third stock that earned last year 10%, and that made up the remaining 30% of my portfolio. So this is a pretty good demonstration of how I obtained the answer for this particular problem. Obviously, it looks a little bit messy. I'm doing my best to not take forever, but not rush through so fast that it's not readable. Again, the other alternative is I could use text, so I can use the insert text option here, and then I could just type out these numbers. So I could say 3, use an X or a star, either way, and just kind of type it like this. Okay, so a few different options. I've also got the eraser tool here, so if I make a mistake and I need to erase part, or if I need to change a number or whatever it might be, I have the option to do that as well. Know that I can change the font size so it's a little bit bigger, but at any rate, imagine that I just have a show work solution here that I'm happy with. Let's type in a couple of things here real quick. So 50-50. Right, and then I can show a couple of subtotals and then my final answer. But once I have what I'd like to display for the professor to review, I can save it, and that will then show as work saved down here, and I can move on to the next question. So again, the point is to demonstrate some mastery of the concept by showing how you got the answer. And from there, you are able to get partial credit for not only just the final answer that you submitted within the question, but also for some partial credit for showing your work.